Hello people and welcome back to another review. So recently I've been on this DC animated film kick and I've watched a lot of Justice League animated movies, I watched a lot of Batman, a lot of Superman, and a lot of them were really good. So I decided to watch one that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off because I'm a huge fan of the graphic novel and I just heard a lot of bad things about it, and that was The Killing Joke. The Killing Joke is, of course, Alan Moore's classic graphic novel about the struggle between Batman and Joker. It tells Joker's backstory, and it leaves open an ending which can be interpreted as Batman either killed the Joker or they just laughed together. Now, when they said this movie's supposed to have a hard R rating, I was excited. This was going to be a true to life version that goes with the graphic novel. There was no way they could fuck this up if it was going to be rated R. It was going to be dark, it was going to be gritty, it was going to be really good. And they fucked it up. In the beginning, because apparently The Killing Joke couldn't have been dragged out long enough, they couldn't add enough to it to turn it into at least an hour-long movie, they decided to make a half-hour segment with Batgirl, which featured Batgirl fucking Batman, and her sort of having this weird relationship with this like gangster, but it wasn't really a relationship. It's convoluted, it's annoying, and it's really unwelcome, and it really hurts this film because the first half hour of the film is so shitty and it has nothing to really do with the second half. It really sort of keeps you out of the mood of the entire film. If this entire film would have been dark and gritty and interesting, then I would have said this would easily have been one of the best. Kevin Conroy plays a great Batman. Mark Hamill plays a terrific fucking Joker. In fact, the second half of the film does The Killing Joke well. The problem is the first half is this boring ass fucking Batgirl story that no one wanted and no one cared about. It didn't help me care for Batgirl anymore. It really didn't. In fact, it made me kind of hate her, despise her, for the fact that this generic, shitty intro, this half-hour story, is attached to one of the greatest graphic novels ever written. So, and the biggest thing, though, it's R, it's rated R, it's hardcore, it's graphic, gritty. It's this adaptation which we've never seen before. It shouldn't have been rated R. I don't see any reason it should have been. Justice League Flashpoint Dilemma actually had more blood. It was actually grittier. It was a war story. It was dark, brooding, and it was much better done. It was more of an R-ish film than this one. The only thing I could think of of why this got an R is the dark themes that it had. But honestly, it wasn't really gritty or dark enough, to me at least, to warrant an R rating. Now, another film had came out after that called Justice League Dark. Now I don't think that one really warranted an R rating either, but I think it done a better job of portraying an R, and it's a better movie. So if you want to watch an R-rated animated film by DC, Justice League Dark is a really good one. The Killing Joke is just a mess. The beginning is boring. The characters are boring. There's just nothing good in this movie. Even the only thing that I could really consider good would be Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as Joker. And it just doesn't have the emotional appeal that the graphic novel did. There's just nothing there to really like or love. And I wanted to love this like I did the Alan Moore graphic novel. But I couldn't. I'm sorry. I have to, and God, this hurts me because this does have some good stuff. But I am a huge fan of the graphic novel. And I can't believe I gotta do this, but I have to give The Killing Joke a thumbs down because the standards were set so high for this movie, and they fucked it up bad. They fucked this movie up so bad. So, I'm sorry, I didn't like it. It's actually my least favorite DC animated film I've watched so far, and over the past couple days I've seen at least 20 of them, and that's sad because The Killing Joke is so legendary in the comic community. So I'm sorry, Killing Joke is not worth your time. I can't even tell you guys to watch it. It's not good. So peace.